Hello, it's Rahara. Welcome back to my channel, To The Witchy Reader. So I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to do a book review. There's 4 different books in this series. They're all short reads, so I thought I'll do them the same review. But even though they are technically part of a series, they are, I forgot what it's called because I'm pretty sure there's a name for it, but one of those series where you can read whichever ones because they don't actually connect. It's not like they really all tell a story. I mean, they do have some connection, but it's not like you have to read this in this order or whatever. You can read in whatever order because I did not read them. It's publication date. The first one I did. First one I read was Werewolves Don't Celebrate Hanukkah, and obviously everyone knows what Hanukkah is, and I did know some stuff because I seen some stuff when there was like on TV about like an episode that has to do with Hanukkah. But it was really interesting to see like how werewolves will celebrate if they do, and the kind of stuff they can do. Plus, getting really into this Jewish holiday and all about what they do and what the werewolves could do if they celebrated was really interesting. And there was some stuff that I didn't know. It's not like I was an expert on Hanukkah or anything, so it was really interesting to try to learn more about, as well as some stuff with this different take on werewolves and some stuff they could do. And I just thought it was really interesting. You're probably going to hear this a lot in this video, but I love learning new cultures and new and history, and so it was just really interesting to be able to really read a book about this holiday. Then I also read Vampires Don't Observe Shabbos. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm so sorry if I am not. So this is one I never heard of, but it's another Jewish holiday, I guess, from my understanding. And there is a little connection, like I said, with this character. I hope I'm saying this name right, Baba Yenta, who's in, I think, all 4 books, if I remember correctly. And so there, like I said, there is a bit of a connection. She helps, like, she's in, like, all 4 of them, helping the werewolves, vampires, whatever, with the holiday. And, this was interesting, because, like I said, I've never heard of it, and I loved learning this new, culture. Plus, there was a new take on vampires. There was a couple things I remember thinking, I never thought about vampires possibly having this, like, telepathy and telekinesis, I think. I don't really think I've heard many stories that had vampires be able to do telekinesis or telepathy, and so I love seeing that new take on vampires as well, and how they could use that for the holiday as well. And learning about this holiday as it's really interesting. I also read Griffins Don't Celebrate. Once again, I'm so sorry if I'm butchering this name. Shavuot, and this was really interesting because Griffins is a creature that I don't think I've read about or seen on TV too much, so I love seeing more about Griffins. The only Griffins I can really think of off the top of my head is from My Little Pony. I don't know if any of you watched My Little Pony. The Rainbow Dash had a Griffin friend at one point, and then later on, when it shows a bunch of different students going to their little friendship school, one of the students in this new friend group was a Griffin, and so you also got to see their Griffin home a couple times as well. So it got a little into Griffins towards the end of the series more so than the beginning. But that's the only thing I can think of off the top of my head that even has Griffins, to be honest. Maybe there's more that I just can't think of that I've seen, but that's the only thing that's coming to mind. But once again, another holiday I haven't heard of that I thought was really interesting, and I was really intrigued to learn more as I was turning the pages. It was like, huh, and I was just really interested, and like I said, I love learning, and I just thought the whole thing seemed interesting. And then I read this, and then it was mentioned on a TV show I'm watching with my mom for the first time. It's called Mom. But Mom's seen it many times. She hasn't watched it in quite a while, but there was a time she watched it a lot. And I've seen bits and pieces from her watching, but this is my first time actually going through the series. I think I'm in like the middle of season 4, maybe close to the end of season 4. But I read this, and then not long later we were watching Mom, and it was mentioned, and I was like, huh, interesting. But anyways, yeah. And I just thought it was interesting. And like I said, I liked learning a little bit more about griffins as well because, like I said, I haven't really seen griffins on books or TV or anything very much. So I really liked learning more about griffins and this author's take on griffins as well. And then there was the last one is dragons don't celebrate Passover. So dragons I do enjoy. Dragons is my mom's favorite mythical creature, and I enjoy dragons as well. That's with my mom, who is obsessed. Like, I have bears everywhere in my place. My mom has dragons everywhere in hers. But Passover, I think I have heard of because I don't know, the name just sounds familiar, but I didn't really know a whole lot about it. Unlike Hanukkah, where you at least know a little bit about it, Passover, even though I'm pretty sure I've heard the name, I'm not sure I really knew anything or most of what goes on in Passover. So it's really interesting to see this holiday as well, to really get a good take on it, to see the author's interpretation of this holiday, because everyone has different traditions and stuff, and I'm sure it's the same with these holidays. Like, this isn't the only way to celebrate any of these holidays. Everyone has their own traditions. With holidays, any holiday, Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Easter, Valentine's Day, everyone has their own traditions, and it was really interesting to see these holidays, learn more about them, and see the author's interpretation and traditions for these holidays, as well as these mythical creatures, because I love mythical creatures, so getting to see all of them, find a way to be involved, and what they would do if they could celebrate, was really interesting, and it was so knowledgeable, and so I loved it. I loved reading all four of these. I read them all pretty quickly in one day, and I was just like ready to learn that day, apparently. I decided to open a book, not sure what I was going to get, but I was like, you know what, I'm here for it. So, yeah. So I definitely enjoyed all of these. Definitely highly recommend them if any of you care to check them out. They're by Michelle Franklin, and but yeah. So, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment if you've read these, if you want to read these, and I'll chat with you guys below in the comments. Until next time.